What's up, my people? Hope everybody doing well. Hope everybody feeling well. I just want to hop on here real quick, man. You know what I mean? Clear some things up. Seems like a lot of people get this misconstrued, man. The difference between when you at the gym, are you actually building muscle at that time, or are you tearing down muscle? Let's talk about it. So, I've been telling people for years, man. Well, a OG told me this, and all of it started for me once again in prison. You know what I mean? I can say this over and over and over. I didn't know anything about lifting weights. I didn't know anything about fitness, about building muscle, about bulking, about getting lean. I ain't know none of these things until an old head in prison taught it to me. You know what I mean? Over and over and over and over and over. I listen to this stuff every day. You know what I mean? I seek knowledge about fitness, about building muscle. I read magazines daily, man. You know what I mean? I lift weights daily. You know what I'm saying? So it was like a routine to me. You know what I mean? I ain't saying I know it all, but I know a little bit. You know what I mean? So like I said, we're gonna talk about it, man. You know what I mean? I just want y'all to understand that when you in the gym, at that time, you only turn down the muscle. You're not building anything at that point. You just turn down muscle, guys. And I want y'all to get that in your head. You know what I mean? The main thing is what you eat after you tear down the muscle. You know what I mean? Food is what builds muscle. You know what I mean? And quality food at that. You know what I mean? Hydration. You know what I mean? Think about the word carbohydrate. You get what I'm saying? So your carbs should actually hydrate you, hence the word carbohydrate. You know what I mean? So a lot of the foods you eat are actually dehydrating you. You know what I mean? So your muscle is probably 80 to 90% water. So you need to be consuming a lot of things that's gonna fill the muscle up with fluid. You know what I mean? With water. So yeah, man, you just turn down the muscle fibers when you in the gym, man. You know what I mean? So when you get out the gym, you need to be focusing on, or you need to already have it prepped. You know what I mean? Your quality of food that you're gonna intake, so that your body can, you know what I mean, ingest it and digest it, and you know, break this down. You know what I mean? To refuel and replenish. And on top of that, man, a lot of reason why you guys can't get gains is because your cortisol levels are high. You know what I mean? Your hormones are out of balance. You know what I mean? You got a lot of stress going on in your life. You're ripping and running. You know what I mean? You ain't giving your body the adequate amount of rest so it could do what you wanted to do. You know what I mean? So you need to make a mental note of that. You know what I'm saying? Like once you get in the gym, I know a lot of y'all probably got, busy lives. You know what I mean? For me, I got my life set up thankfully where I can get in the gym, I can come home. I own a detailing business, so I go out and do a few cars, but ultimately I can get back home. You know what I mean? Around 4 in the evening, I get my meal, and I try to be done eating by 6 o'clock. I try not to eat nothing after then, so my body can digest properly, and I can get a good night's rest. You know what I'm saying? So my body can do what I want to do, can build and function, repair, replenish, all those things. What I wanted to do, it can do it at a high level. You know what I mean? So yeah, you need to get your life in order, man. Get some balance in your life. You know what I'm saying? Get some peace in your life. You know what I mean? Because if you don't, then you're just gonna be spinning your wheels. You're just gonna be going backwards and backwards and backwards. You're not gonna get the gains that you want to see. And you could be going to the gym, 4 5 days a week. You could be having the greatest workouts and all that. You know what I mean? But you still not gonna see the proper gains because you missing two key components. You know what I'm saying? And that's proper food and proper rest. Without those two, you just spinning your wheels. You ain't gonna get very far. You, like I said, you might put on, what I mean, some muscle, but you ain't gonna put on the kind of muscle that you want to see. You know what I mean? That you think these workouts supposed to give you. You get what I'm saying? But when all actuality, it's the food. You know what I mean? Food is what builds you. Food is what bulk you up, and it's food that makes you lean. Whichever way you're trying to go, it all boils down to the food. You know what I mean? The quality of food at that. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, y'all make a mental note of that, man. Get some peace in your life, man. Hit the gym, yes, but after you come out of the gym is what matters. You know what I mean? You got to get somewhere and sit down. You got to get somewhere and rest, man, and let your body repair and rebuild like it's supposed to. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, I don't know everything, but like I started training when I was 20 years old. I ain't have a muscle in sight. I was 174 pounds when I went to prison. I was 174 pounds. When I came home, man, I was 235 pounds, solid as a rock, man. I dedicated those 2 years to training, and it was like a year and a half before I saw, the kind of gains that I wanted to see. Of course, everybody else was telling me, man, Baxter, man, you doing good, you looking good, you feeling out, you doing this, you doing that. But me, we all used to looking at ourselves in the mirror every day, so you can't see what the next person see. You know what I mean? So I wasn't content, even though they were telling me this every day. Oh boy, you doing good, boy, you coming. You know what I mean? But I couldn't see it. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, it took damn near, like I said, a year and a half before I saw the results that I wanted to see. You know what I mean? Plus, I'm tall. I'm 6'4". You know what I mean? I got long, lanky limbs. You know what I mean? I got small wrists, small ankles. So it was hard for me to fill out, and I still haven't filled out my legs. And I guess that's due to genetics. You know, on my mom's side of the family, everybody is slim as a whistle. You know what I mean? And on my dad's side, they kind of got some good size to them. So I guess my genetics got crossed up in between. You know what I mean? I'm sort of like a hybrid, man. You know what I mean? But, it's all good. I'll make the best out of it. I'll be 47 in 2 days. I ain't really never been able to get my legs to grow. Of course, they'll get strong, but I couldn't really never get them to grow like I wanted to. So that was another reason why I wanted to, lean back out, try to get, what I mean, aesthetic, and a little bit more proportionate, you know what I mean? But, yeah, man, y'all get in the gym, hit the iron, you know what I mean? Hit the steel, do what you got to do. But come home and put some quality nutrition in your body, man. Be mindful of what you're putting in your body. Don't just come out the gym. You have a great workout, and then you come out and you just sabotage it with a pizza or with some fast food. You know what I mean? You throwing all that right down the drain, man. What was the point? You know what I mean? So yeah, you got to get more. You got to get more serious about what you putting in your mouth, man. You know what I mean? Get more serious about what you putting in your temple. You know what I mean? Like me, I quit eating meat. I quit eating all meat. I don't eat no animal's flesh. I quit eating all dairy, processed foods. I don't eat, man. I eat clean 7 days a week, man. No lie. I eat clean 7 days a week. No junk food at all, man. I don't have a desire for junk food, for pastries. And I don't have a desire for none of that, man. I eat strictly for results. I eat strictly for gains. You know what I'm saying? And that's just me. I ain't telling nobody else to do that, but that's just my lifestyle. You know what I mean? That's just what I like, and it's easy for me. You know what I mean? I eat a lot of fruits, like I say, and that keeps me hydrated. You know what I mean? That gives me a lot of amino acids. You know what I mean? I get, my protein from chickpeas and lentils when I do eat a cooked meal, which is probably twice a week. You know what I mean? I eat chickpeas and lentils. You know what I'm saying? That's the only cooked meal I eat. Or sometimes maybe I do some spaghetti with chickpeas. The same thing, basically. You know what I'm saying? I don't do no protein shakes. You know what I'm saying? I was on a high carb diet at one point. You know what I mean? Like I said, I was 235 at one point, but I was on a high carb diet, processed foods, you name it, man. I was eating 300-400 buns a day, smothered with peanut butter, ramen noodles. I mean, just name it, man. I was eating a bunch of junk. You know what I'm saying? And over a period of time, it starts to compile, and you know what I mean, it's gonna catch up with you, man. You know what I mean? My body was super inflamed, my joints was hurting. You know what I mean? Hurting in my back. You know what I mean? All that was due to the diet, man. So I had to make some serious changes, man. My mom is diabetic, my dad is diabetic, and I wasn't fitting to inherit that, man. You know what I mean? It's all because we inherit the same diet. You get what I'm saying? We all eating the same food. So I had to make a conscious choice, you know what I'm saying, whether I was going to continue to stay on the path I was on, or do something about it. So I did something about it, man. I did a detox, and yeah, that really stripped me down, man. I went from, like I say, 230 something down to like 180. I think the lowest I got was 177, you know what I mean? And I was doing all fruits, you know what I mean, some salads, but basically it was mostly all fruits and juices, you know what I'm saying? Cleaned my body out real good, man. My energy level went through the roof after about 2 weeks, you know what I mean? Once my body, reset, you know what I mean? My energy went through the roof, mental clarity, just you name it, man. 3-4 hours of rest, and I'm up like, let's go, you know what I'm saying? Because my body wasn't weighted down with all that heavy food, you know what I'm saying? It don't take your body long to process and digest fruits, man. You know what I mean? So I be telling people, they be asking me, like, even at the gym now, I do personal training. They be asking me like, man, how you got so much energy, man, and you ain't eating the meat? I'm telling you, man, the fruit is what give you energy, man. I'm talking about energy out this world, man. Fruit, man. For real, you don't believe me? Just try it, man. You gotta, like I say, you can't knock nothing until you try it. I was once, the same guy talk, about, oh man, you ain't getting all that energy for no fruit, man. Until I tried it, man, I don't want to go back to the SAD diet, man, the standard American diet. I don't want to go back to it. Not knocking nobody, you know what I mean? To each his own. You get what I'm saying? But that's for me personally, you know what I mean? I like what I'm on, you know what I mean? Like I say, and that's majority of fruits. You know what I'm saying? And I'm maintaining my muscle. Like right now, I'm 185. I'm 6'4". You know what I mean? I'm be 47 in 2 days. You know, and I feel great, man. I ain't really felt this good in my teenage years, man. You know what I'm saying? I do a lot of stuff now that I couldn't do then. You know what I mean? My wind, my energy, my stamina, it's all through the roof, man. You know what I mean? For real. So yeah, man. But I just, like I said, I just want to jump on here, man, and tell y'all, like, yeah, when you at the gym, you just turn down the muscle. You know what I mean? You want to rebuild and replenish. You got to put the right components in you, man. You got to put the right ingredients in you, back in you. You know what I'm saying? If not, then you just gonna continue just tear down, tear down. It's just like pulling a scab right back off the sore. You ain't never giving it time to heal. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, y'all focus in on what you're putting in your body after you eat, man. You know what I mean? You want to build that muscle, man. Get your protein up. You know what I mean? Get your carbs up. You know what I'm saying? If you want to put on some side, get your carbohydrates up. You know what I mean? That's what I did when I was in prison. When I wanted to really put on some size, I upped my carbohydrates versus my protein ratio. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, just giving y'all something to think about, man. You know what I mean? Y'all keep going. You know what I'm saying? If you don't see the results right now, just keep going, man. I promise you, the results gonna come, man. They got to come. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no way around it. Like I said, I ain't have a muscle in sight when I first went to prison, when I first started lifting, man. But I stayed consistent, man. I stayed dedicated, man. You know what I mean? I got up every day and trained. You know, some days it was cold outside, it's freezing cold. You know what I mean? That steel was cold, man. We might not even had gloves like that. You know, we wasn't even equipped. You know what I'm saying? We definitely ain't have the protein and, all the creatine and all the stuff that people have on the street, man. And some of the best physiques you want to see are the guys walking around in prison, man. I'm talking about looking like action figures for real, man. You know what I mean? It's basically because all they get to do is eat, sleep, train, and repeat, man. You know what I mean? That's a recipe for, yeah, man. You gonna gain. You can't do nothing but gain. You know what I mean? You ain't ripping and running. You ain't drinking and drugging. You know what I'm saying? So hey, you getting three good meals a day, and then you know what I'm saying. Like I said, you getting adequate rest. Like man, you can't do nothing but build muscle, man. You know what I mean? So if you take, so just take me. I take that same principle and I apply it out here, just as if I was in there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I eat, sleep, train, repeat, man. You know what I mean? I go do my daily dues, but other than that, man, I'm sitting home and I'm resting, man. That's it. That's all I'm focused on. I ain't focused on nothing else, man. You know what I mean? My health is my greatest wealth, man, and I'm dedicated to that, man. You know what I mean? For real, I'm dedicated to it. You know what I mean? I'm consistent. You know what I mean? Like I say, a lot of days I don't even want to, get up and go to the gym. And I get up around 2:35, 2:45 every day. That's Monday through Sunday. I'm up, you know what I mean? And like I said, a lot of days I don't want to go to the gym, man. But hey, I make myself go, man, because I know the reward. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, man, y'all buckle down, man. You know what I mean? Keep putting one foot before the other. Keep pushing. You know what I mean? Get your diet in check, man. Get your diet in check, man. You want the greatest physique. You want the best physique that you can build, man. It all boils down to the quality of food that you eating, man. You know what I mean? You want abs. It boils down to the food that you eating, man. Everybody got abs, man. You just gotta get it peeled. You gotta get that fat layer peeled down so they'll be visible. You get what I'm saying? And that comes through eating whole foods, man. Whole foods, not processed. Processed has got all your fiber stripped out, all the nutrients stripped out. You know what I'm saying? So you want to go with whole food. For y'all guys looking to bulk up, you know what I mean? You want to go with beef and rice, chicken and rice, you know what I mean? Things of that nature. You trying to lean, hold on. You trying to get lean, you want to go with your leaner cuts of meat, you know what I mean? Like your salmon and broccoli, you know what I mean? You want to go with your turkey, you know what I mean? Stuff like that, man. Go with your leaner cuts of meat, you know what I mean? Not with all the fat on it. You get what I'm saying? Hey, man, it ain't hard, man. It really ain't hard. You just gotta make your mind up, you know what I mean? Uh, if you have to, meal prep. just do what you need to do for you, man. You know what I mean? Me, I never really meal prep. You know what I mean? I eat the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over. Like right now, my wife asked me, baby, you want something different? You want something from the grocery store? I'm like, baby, I eat the same thing over and over and over, day in and day out. So it's no guessing for me, man. I know what I'm putting in my body. I know how much to put in my body. And even if I did, which I don't, but if I were to eat something that I know that I shouldn't be eating, I know how to get it off of me. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna share this with y'all guys, man. One of the number one things you can do to burn fat, you know what I mean? I love doing burpees and I love doing the high intensity exercises, don't get me wrong. But the number one exercise you can do to burn fat is simply walking, man. Hands down. Low intensity, steady state cardio, man. You know what I mean? Get on that treadmill and put it on a 3 incline and a 3 speed, man. You know what I mean? You want to be in the fat burning zone. You know what I mean? That's zone 2 cardio, by the way. You know what I mean? Anything you want to keep your heartbeat from 122 to 144. That's zone 2 cardio, man. That's fat burning stage, man. So primarily at that time, your body is utilizing fat. You know what I mean? And once you bump up and you get the breathing like that, that's the time when your body gonna switch over to burning carbohydrates. You get what I'm saying? So you gotta know what fuel source you burning at the time when you're doing whatever it is that you're doing, man. A lot of people, you know, they get in the gym and they do all these high intensity cardio exercise. Like I said, which I love them. They're great. They work, but it's not really necessary, guys. You just simply walk, man. Move more, man. Move more. It's all about calories in and calories out at the end of the day. If you're trying to lean out, you're trying to lose belly fat, you're trying to just primarily, you know, just get the pounds down, man. I mean, you can still technically eat what you want to eat. Just say, for instance, if you're trying to lose weight and you go to your macro calculator and it tells you, okay, you don't supposed to eat no more than, let's just say, I'm just throwing a number out here. Let's just say it gives you 1,700 calories. If you get up and you want to eat ice cream, pizza, fries, whatever it may be, as long as you don't go over those 1,700 calories, you can still lose weight, man. It ain't healthy. I don't condone it. No, I'm not telling you to do it, but you can do it and still lose weight. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's all about calories in and calories out at the end of the day, man. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, y'all guys just move more, man. Eat a little less, man. You know what I mean? Or do both. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna work great, man. But hands down, I don't care what nobody say. I've done it before. I've had clients that do it. If you want to get the pounds down, man, just simply walk. Simply walk. Shoot for 10,000 steps a day at a minimum. You know what I mean? 20,000 steps is great. You get what I'm saying? And you watch the pounds start coming off. I guarantee you, along with eating whole food, eating clean, man, work like magic, man. It ain't that hard. You just got to make up in your mind that I'm going to do what I need to do. You know what I'm saying? To get to where I want to get, you know? But like I say, man, I just want to hop on here, man, and, you know what I mean? Drop a little knowledge on y'all right quick, man. You know what I mean? Like I said, hope everybody been doing good, man. You know what I'm saying? Getting in the gym, having the best workouts, you know what I mean? Hey, man, y'all guys let me know any type of video y'all like to, you know what I mean, y'all want me to do, man. Like I say, you know, sometimes I get in a guess like, dang, what do they want to see? You know what I'm saying? I'm really new to this, you know, this YouTube thing. I've been working out for years, over 20 years, but I never was the one for social media platforms. I never was the one for wanting a camera in my face, you know what I mean? I'm kind of, what's the word? A hermit the crowd, man, sort of type of guy, man. You know what I mean? I be in my own world and I'm cool with that. Like I said, I never had the desire to get on YouTube, man. Like since I got on, it was because of family and friends just pushing me to do it. Oh, your lessons, you need to, you know, get on YouTube and woo, woo, woo. So I just decided to do it, see how it go, man. And you know, some days I come here and I look at it and I get frustrated. I tell my wife like, dang, you know, they don't like this, they don't like that, they ain't, you know what I mean? And it messes with me. And some days I was like, you know what I mean, I'm done with that, man. I'm just gonna go back to, you know, doing what I was doing my own thing, you know what I mean? I ain't worrying about no YouTube, I ain't worrying about, you know, what nobody else doing, you know what I mean? But then I have those that be like, nah, bro, keep going, man. You know what I mean? You know, you helping somebody, man. As long as you helping somebody, you know, it's all worth it, you know. And I guess that's true, you know what I'm saying? Because somebody took the time to help me. So, you know, I'm just trying to, you know, take the time. Hopefully, you know, the videos I post help someone, man. You know, I know everybody ain't gonna like it, you know what I mean? But I hope, you know, somebody's getting something out of it, man. And I see like 90-some% of the people ain't even subscribed, you know what I mean? But it shows me that y'all keep coming back every day to watch these videos. You know what I mean? So that tells me you gotta be getting something out of the video for you to keep coming back to watch the video. You know what I mean? So what does it hurt to hit the subscribe button? You definitely getting value from it, because if you wasn't, you be then, you know what I mean, you be going on. I'm not gonna keep returning for something that I'm not getting no value out of. I mean, it's all good. I mean, you do what you want to do. I'm glad you still hanging around. You get what I'm saying? But I wish y'all 90-some% that's watching the video. I wish y'all hit that subscribe button, man. Help me out, man. You know what I mean? Like I say, help me help you. You know what I mean? We all here to help one another, man. You know what I'm saying? So like I say, man, y'all focus on when you in the gym, you turn down muscle fiber. You're not building anything. You know what I mean? When you get home, you know what I mean, 45 minutes, you know what I mean? Try no more than an hour, you know what I mean? Boom, get your protein in you know what I mean, your nutrients in you, you know what I mean, your amino acids, whatever whatever you consume, you know what I mean, get it in you, man, and restart your recovery process, man, and sit back and like they say, take a chill pill, you know what I mean? So like I say, today is Friday. I went to the gym this morning. I wasn't really feeling it this morning. I got a video or two done, you know what I mean? I got on out, and I've been, like I said, I've been back home since 5:30 this morning, and I ain't even been back out the house, man. That's just how I do, man. I go out there and I feed my dogs. That's generally what I do, man. I play with my dog, I feed my dog, I go in the woods with my dog, and I'm generally at peace with that, man. But, you know, I get on here, it's kind of like got me all out of my routine, but I'm trying to help somebody out, help somebody else out, man, you know what I mean? But like I say, man, I really appreciate all those that have subscribed this far. You know what I mean? I hope y'all continue to subscribe, you know what I mean? Continue to y'all help me grow, man. And hope I can continue to help y'all grow in some form or fashion. Like I said, I don't know what y'all want to see. I don't know what y'all would like to see. So hey, man, y'all drop in the comment section, man, or something. Let me know. You know what I mean? Hey, you be do this or do that. You know what I mean? And I'll try to do it, man, because I don't want to be just posting a video that I like. I want to post what you like. You get what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm not here for me. I'm here for you. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. I hope y'all have a fabulous weekend, man. You know what I mean? Get your workout in or whatever. You know what I mean? Ultimately, just have a good life, man. You know what I mean? Have a peace of mind. Have a good heart. Have good intentions. You know what I mean? And I hope all is well, man. So oh yeah, I got a I got a video I'll probably put out um, maybe tonight or Saturday night. You know what I mean? I was here one day this week. I forgot what day it was, but I didn't feel like going to the gym at all, man. You know what I mean? So I couldn't think of nothing else to do but good old fashioned burpees, man. So I did like 20. I did like 20 minutes of burpees, man. I'm telling you, boy, I've been soaked for the last couple of days. You hear me? But it's all worth it, you know what I mean? But yeah, so y'all stick around for that one, man. You trying to get lean, man. You trying to burn that fat. You trying to get jacked, man. You need to get on the burpee train, man. I'm telling you, you can't go wrong with the burpees, man. So get them burpees in your life, man. Y'all mean? So hey, you be strong. Peace.